Across the nation, millions of Americans are talking about one thing: the new proposal from former President Donald Trump that calls for $2,000 stimulus checks for people receiving SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. For many who have been struggling with rising prices and shrinking budgets, this proposal feels like a spark of hope in a time of uncertainty. The idea of direct financial relief reaching those on fixed incomes has instantly captured attention, raising questions about whether this plan could actually happen and what it might mean for the economy. Trump's proposal focuses on putting money directly into the hands of everyday Americans rather than filtering it through complicated government programs. He emphasized that people depending on Social Security, disability, and veterans benefits are among those hit hardest by inflation. From higher grocery costs to skyrocketing utility bills and medical expenses, these Americans are seeing their monthly checks stretched thinner than ever before. Trump's message is clear: immediate relief is needed, and it should come in the form of simple, direct payments of $2,000 per person. Supporters say this could be one of the most impactful moves in years. During the pandemic, stimulus checks helped millions of families stay afloat. Many seniors and disabled citizens used that money to pay rent, buy food, or cover essential medications. For veterans, it meant catching up on bills that had piled up for months. Those payments, though temporary, gave a glimpse of what real, targeted support can do. Trump's new proposal aims to build on that idea, offering not just short-term relief, but also renewed confidence in the government's ability to respond to the needs of its people. But not everyone agrees. Critics warn that more stimulus payments could strain the federal budget and add pressure to inflation. They argue that while the intentions might be good, the long-term economic impact could be risky. However, Trump's allies counter that the focus of this plan is very different from previous stimulus rounds. Instead of sending checks to everyone regardless of need, this proposal targets groups who rely on fixed benefits and are least likely to splurge on non-essential items. In other words, the money would go directly into essential spending: food, rent, healthcare, stimulating local economies without triggering runaway inflation. The heart of this proposal lies in recognizing the struggles faced by Americans who have given so much but receive so little. Many SSI and SSDI recipients live below the poverty line, even after decades of work before disability struck. Veterans who have served the country often face medical challenges and financial hardship long after returning home. For these groups, a $2,000 payment could mean paying off overdue bills, repairing a car to get to doctor appointments, or simply having peace of mind after years of financial stress. It's not just about numbers on a check, it's about dignity, relief, and respect. As the conversation grows louder, many people are wondering how close this idea is to becoming a reality. So far, it remains a proposal, a vision of what Trump says he would push for if given the opportunity. But that hasn't stopped it from gaining momentum online. Across social media, people are sharing their stories, explaining how much difference an extra $2,000 could make. Some say it would help them afford basic necessities. Others say it would allow them to finally catch up after years of financial struggle. The discussion has reignited a larger debate about how America treats its seniors, veterans, and disabled citizens. Economists have noted that direct payments to low-income Americans often have the highest return on investment for the economy. When struggling households receive money, it's typically spent quickly and locally, helping small businesses and communities recover faster. This is part of the argument behind Trump's plan, that helping those in need is not only compassionate, but also practical. By focusing relief on those who will spend it immediately on essentials, the proposal could strengthen the economy from the ground up. Whether this proposal becomes law will depend on political will and timing. Congress would have to approve any new spending measure, and lawmakers are often divided on issues of federal aid. Yet, even with uncertainty ahead, the idea has already struck a chord. It represents a promise of direct action, something tangible, simple, and immediate in a time when many Americans feel left behind by bureaucracy and politics. The $2,000 check proposal is more than a policy idea. It's a symbol of how leadership could directly impact everyday lives. In the end, this proposal has reignited a powerful conversation about fairness, compassion, and responsibility. It reminds people that government policies are not just numbers or budgets, but decisions that shape the daily lives of millions. Whether this $2,000 stimulus check proposal moves forward or not, it has already sent a strong message that the voices of seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities are being heard again, and that the fight for financial relief is far from over. Americans are waiting, watching, and hoping that this time, real help might finally be on the way.